Your recording is on. So date 16th September 2024. Time is this, and day 121. Day 121. And today we are going to talk about file handling. So we have covered what we have covered.
No.
We have covered what? Events, streams, and the buffers. Correct? Events, streams, and buffers. This was we have discussed last. Events, streams, and buffers. Now what we are going to see today, one of the node package fs, one of the node package, that is nothing but what? Fs, file handling. So Nodejs file handling. Nodejs file handling. So this package, which package? So there are a lot of built-in packages available, and one of them is the node. One of them is a fs. One of them is what? Fs, stands for file handling. File handling. So here if you see, file system, fs stands for the file system. The module enables the interacting with the file system in a way modeled on a standard POSIX functions. Means POSIX functions means copy, paste, like that. Okay, so there is a async file handling is supported by means of the promises also, by means of the callback also, and the synchronous file handling is also available. Is with the help of blocking API. These API block the Node.js event loop. We know that asynchronous things can be achieved by means of promises, callbacks, and third-party modules. Right? So while importing, you need to worry about these things. So how we are going to use this? Let us see. So I want to read the file, or I want to write the file first. So which node version I am using? NVM node-v 16 point. NVM use 22. Okay, I don't have a 22. NVM use 18. So I think I have 18. Okay. So how do you read write? First we need to import the package. First we need to what? Import the package. If you see here, if you want to go with the promises, we can use the promises also. So if you go here, promises, we can use the promises. So when you say using the promises, async using async using promises, right? So const file path. So in the current directory, I'm going to say example ex1.txt. Now here async function, name of the function write file, and here we can say const content is equals to hello, this is generated file from node, and here await fh dot write file. So to this path we need to write this content, right? Then we can write async function read file. Read file. So here we can say const file data await fs dot read file, and here you can say file path. That's it. And then we can say console.log file data. So these are nothing but what the promises, and while learning the promises we have seen promises are nothing but what promises are nothing but extension to the async and await is nothing but extension to the promises. A different way of writing promises is the async and await, easy way. Okay, so here we can say write file dot then, and on success write file dot then, and on success we need to read file. So cd dot dot cd day 121 node app01.js. Can you see you are getting a buffer? You are getting what? Buffer. And if you go here, and here you can say utf8 and again run it. Can you see now? So if you don't pass a Unicode transmission format UTF-8, it will not convert it to the string. If you don't pass it, you will get the buffer, a raw buffer. You can do whatever you want to do. But if you pass the encoding format, read file, right? If you go to the read file, a path we can pass, and then the options, and under the option if you see buffer encoding like UTF-8 and other things, if you pass UTF-8, buffer would be automatically getting converted to the string. Buffer would be automatically getting converted to what? String. Any questions?
No.
This is clear, right? So this is the
Yeah.
first way of reading and writing file using the promises. And one more thing you can write, use it error handling. I told you we will see error handling in action directly. So try catch. Here we can say catch. Catch error. And then console.log error while writing err. Console.log, and here we can say successfully written. So here also you can write try catch to handle the error. Console.log error while reading error. And then here you can write dot catch. If you remember, we have seen this thing. Console.log e to the read also dot then sorry catch console.log error. In one liner also you can write like this. So this is the write function. This is how you will write it. This is how you will read it. Now, can you see one file has been created over here, ext1.txt. Now here new file, app02.js. Now how do you write synchronously? We need to write what? Synchronously. If you see this, using the promises, right? And can you see the synchronous examples? Synchronous examples. So first we need to import it. First we need to import fs. Here we can say then file path again, const file path ext2.txt content. So fs dot here if you can see write file sync, a blocking call. Until this execute, next line won't be getting executed. And here we can write the content to this file path. And here we can say console.log file written successfully. Then reading the file fs dot read sync, read file sync, and here we can give file path utf8. const file data, console.log file data, app02.js. Can you say hello, this is generated file from node, file written successfully, this is coming from here. And can you see ex2.txt, another file is getting generated. So if you see, there are three ways to read and write the file. One, asynchronous way, synchronous way, and third way, if you see, we have seen at the time of, you can read and write the file using streams also, like this. You can read and write the files in this way using stream also. You can refer this code. Using streams, you can read or write the file. Any question?
Okay.
So let me push this much code. File handling. If you see, if you go through this page, there are some events. So by means of stream, we have written, the data and read the data, right? So internally, these APIs are using streams, buffer, events. So I told you over here, everything is written on top of these three things: buffers, streams, and events. Buffer represent the data, stream gives you way to manipulate the data, and events gives you notifications on particular things. Okay, so this is nothing but buffer, stream, and the events. And first thing we have seen about that is a file handling. In the tomorrow's session, we would be creating these HTTP. We would be creating one HTTP server, right? One HTTP server will try to create. If you see this HTTP, we'll try to create the HTTP server on our own. Okay, something like this. We have discussed the HTTP. Do you remember at the time of Axios and the React? Hello?
Yes.
So same thing is there, but now you are writing the server side code. At the time of React, the theory of the HTTP is same. There is no concern. But at that time, there are two things we have seen. I have uploaded all the videos. Have you seen that? Can you see basics of the HTTP? And then HTTP
Yeah.
20-second session is the basics of HTTP. You may revise this. Now here we just have discussed what is HTTP, and here we have implemented it in a React. Now you will implement, if you remember, there is a fake server JSON API we have used. Now we'll write it similar kind of thing using a Node.js, a backend. Okay, and then we'll wind up the node and we'll go ahead with the Express.js.
Okay.
Fine. So we'll call it for a day and we'll meet tomorrow.
Okay.
Yeah, I have pushed the code. Thank you.
Bye.